Don't forget to subscribe. Lift.
Beef carrots.
Is this what you teach you at nursery? Sing.
Yeah.
What kind of nursery rhymes are?
Beef carrots.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Hallstyling, New Year 2018, and hello. And how are you? And I hope you're all really well. I'm going to kick off this year with a testing makeup basic, and that's going to be mascaras. And mascaras are my thing. And because I use so many of them with my clients, I always buy a new one every time, purely because I just like to keep trying new ones that come out. And the formulation is getting better and better and better. There's just no need to spend so much money on mascaras. You just don't need to. So I'm going to show you the 5 mascaras that I am going to be reviewing. All right, onto the review. So I've got 5 high street, drugstore, whatever you want to call them, cheaper options mascara. Now, number 1 is the L'Oreal Paradise X. Why they didn't call it ecstatic? It's ecstatic. I don't know why. $14.99 this is at. The next one's going to be the the Max Factor Full Slash Effect Full Slashes Natural Look Mascara. This runs at the moment. I mean, these prices will change, but you can look at link down below. I'll link them for you and whatever price they are at the time. Max Factor one, $10.99 that runs at the moment. Oh, I better just stress that all these are either full slash effect or voluming and lengthening. That's what I'm kind of really focusing on with this mascara range. That's all I kind of want out of mascara anyway. The next one is the Loreal Full Slash Sculpt. This is $10.99 as well. And then the cheaper 2 are the Tanya Burr's Selfie Lash Mascara. This recently came out. And the L'Oreal again, Miss Baby Roll Mega Volume. And sadly, I picked it up in waterproof. I'll explain more in the video why that's sad. Now, difference between price, I mean, we're ranging from $14.99 to $7.99 being the cheapest. Obviously, there are cheaper, but if I've not featured in there, there's a reason why they're not featured, because they're not good. So look out for the difference in the price range. So what's that? I mean, $14.99 take away $7.99. The difference is
2 + 2 is 4 - 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Nearly what, £8? I don't know, 6 or whatever. You would never believe I used to work at a bank, would you? But that's why we have calculators, so we don't have to think anymore. So let's get on with the review. Hi. Say hi. Hi, Hans. I'm going to be trying 2 things. 1, this is not a new hair look. I've just come out of the shower and I've still got my dressing gown on. And 2, this little sausage here, if you hear any coughing and spluttering, he's not well at the moment.
But now I am better now.
Are you feeling better now? Oh, well, that's good to know. You going to go to nursery now then?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not that well then, are you? Right. So I am trialing today the L'Oreal Paradise. No, not Paradisc. The L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic. No, Ecstatic.
Yes.
Okay. So this is a volumizing mascara. I've got it in the shade black, which that's the only shade they do. Now, first, I'm just going to curl my lashes first. All right, so you can see the wand on it. It's very fat. Which I do like a fat wand. I find it.
I'm fat one.
That's right, Louis. I find it quite more easy to use and to kind of load as much product on as you can. And it does the very job of doing that. It gets a lot of product on your lashes, but without clumping. Do you mind? Can you just keep it down while I'm talking? All right. And it does give a lot of product onto the lashes. Now I'm going to do one eye and then I'm going to show you the other.
Wait.
So you can see what it does. Okay, right, I'm going to bring the camera closer so we can have a little close up.
Yeah.
So can you see the difference? You can see a real big difference between one eye Are you going to try and get on this as well?
Yeah.
Between one eye and the other. Now, my only qualm with this is two things. So my two qualms with this is one, that look at how messy the barrel is already. And I've only used it, like I said, a couple of times. Are you going to repeat everything I say?
Yeah.
You'll be a makeup guru before you know it, Lou.
Makeup guru.
So. Back it up. I think you're giving me your cough now.
Yeah.
The first thing is it's really messy.
Really messy.
And when you pull it out, you get so much product that I'm actually trying to clean it off the top. Will you stop it? Oh, Lulu.
Oh, Phoebe.
I'm not Phoebe. Okay.
Okay.
I'm really glad I'm not doing a full makeup tutorial because you'd really put me off. Second thing I'm bothered about. If you don't powder under your eyes and you put mascara on the lower lashes, what they say, never work with animals and children. And look, you've got to be quiet because I've got to try and do my lower lashes. It's really hard to do when I'm laughing, okay?
I'm very hungry.
So, stop it.
So.
Shh. Okay. I'm just going to pop on a bit on my lower lashes. And what you find is, after about an hour, it's all smudged under your eyes. So if you do have, like, you do crease under your eyes, and you really make sure that you powder with this mascara because it does smudge. But I really like this. It gives the lift and the length that I want. It gives very fullness to the lashes. But I would recommend. Now, I don't know if they do a waterproof. I will put below here if I have found out that they do one. And if you have watery eyes, then you would need to get that because it smudges quite easily. If I don't powder on the top, you also get transfer from that also. So just so you know. But I do like this. It does exactly what I want it to do.
I want it.
Right, that's enough. You're a little monkey. Alright, morning. Day 2. And I am trying out the Max Factor False Lash Effect Mascara. Now, my first impressions of this, I quite like the matte packaging, but you do find that it gets very mucky quickly. Now, it does have a really weird kind of brush head that this, to me, I don't think that works at all, but we'll try the old style. Really weird kind of brush effect here. I've already curled my lashes, okay? So I'm gonna put some. It smells awful. It has a really synthetic, chemically smell, and it's quite pungent. I can really kind of smell it. So I'm gonna pop this on. I like the brush. I do, and I keep saying this all the way through because obviously all False Lash Effect mascaras have quite a fat brush normally. But I find this one, I like this one. It's a plastic head. No, is it? Yeah, they are plastic. They're plastic bristles, and they do grab every single lash. Well, they are grabbing every single lash. And it's coating the lashes really nicely. At the difference. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Now, I don't know if it's as good as the I keep saying Paradiso, and I don't know why that's a MAC one. As the L'Oreal Paradise. It's going on really nicely. It's gripping the brush is gripping every lash, which that's what you want to do. It's not making them, I would say, as thick as the L'Oreal Paradise one, but it is making them feel very individual, making them look very fluttery. Hiya! Today I am going to be trialing the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt effect. Now this gives extreme sculpting effect and fibres. Now I have used this quite a few times actually. I used this when it first came out. I think it was last year or maybe the year before actually. So it's been out for a while. It's got a really funny brush head. It's plastic, can you see? It's not actually got bristles as such, and it deposits massive amount of product. So there is that problem with it, but it does give a nice effect. So let's just curl my lashes, pop this on. Now what I would say about this is I have had it for quite a while and it still hasn't dried out. It's very, very liquidy, where you find that some lash building mascaras will dry out within like 3 or 4 months. Now really you should replace your mascara 3 to 6 months, but because I go through so many, sometimes they just get left for a while, and this has been left for a while. Yeah, it does smell a bit but it's still doing a good job. Now what is good about this weird plastic brush is that because it's got very short bristles, it is, hang on Louis, shh, it is grabbing all of my lashes as I'm putting on the mascara. Sorry about the lighting, it is 9 o'clock and it's still dark outside, so we're just putting up with the kind of orangey mood lighting that I have in our bedroom. So if I just show you a close-up now, so if you can see, this is the one, obviously I've got the mascara on, this is without. It is very, very lash effect. It gives it a nice lift, and what I do like about this mascara is that it does keep its lift through the day, and it's really nice for that. Morning guys, today I'm going to be using the Tanya Burr Selfie Lash. We'll just spray through this. Okay, so it's a shade black, and the wand you can see is a plastic wand.
Plastic wand.
Okay.
Okay.
It's nice and long.
Nice and long.
So let's see. Let's just zoom in a bit. I already like about this is it's not depositing loads of product on the lashes.
On lashes.
So you've got a little bit more playtime.
Got a little more playtime.
And it's really helping to
cold up here.
Comb the lashes.
Comb the lashes.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it's cold up here, did I? I said comb the lashes. Ha ha ha.
Comb lashes.
And it's getting every single individual lash. So can you see the difference?
I see the difference.
If you're looking for lovely long individual lashes, then this is perfect. They've not thickened my lashes at all. It's not thickened them, but it has made them every single one individual and lengthened. So I really like that. That's a lovely mascara. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be trialing the Maybelline Baby Roll. I've used this in a few tutorials, so you have seen this before, but I thought it'd be good because it is a really good drugstore one, so I thought it'd be good to show. Now, it's actually, this is quite L'Oreal heavy, isn't it really? Let me zoom you in a bit. Zoom in a bit, then you can see the difference. Now it has a really weird kind of roll on it. Get it right at the root. Now I did pick this up in the waterproof again, which I'm really annoyed about, but it's just one of those things. I don't like waterproof formulations at all. They're like one-hit wonders. You can use them for a couple of weeks and then they dry out really quickly, quicker than a normal mascara would. So you can see on this one how it's already started to dry out because it starts to flake quite quickly. It's dragging quite a bit. It's dragging. Oh, just got a little bit up here. Okay, so you can see the difference. I don't think my camera's focusing. You can see the difference. Can you see that? The difference in them, but it's really clumpy and it's really kind of dragged on the lashes that you don't get that nice luscious lash that you're looking for. So that's in the formulation really. Okay. All right, so I hope you enjoyed seeing those clips of the mascaras that I've used. Now, to my thoughts on mascara. So I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm gonna talk about each mascara. And first I'll talk about the L'Oreal Paradise X-Tatic. It doesn't say static, it's Tatic or Tatic, whatever. I'm gonna talk about this one first. So what I really enjoyed about this mascara is that I found it was really, really volumizing, and you see that in the takes where you can see the difference in my eyelashes, where one is really, really high up and it really it gives it the curl that I want it to give. Now there's not actually, it gives the curl that I want it to give. It does last all day, which is super. And I also found that it was very, 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 very black, very inky, and it didn't deposit load of product on the first try, which you normally get with a lot of mascaras. Okay, the two things that I find that I don't like about it is, one, it is really it gets very dry. And I only had it open, say, 4 weeks, where mascara should last you between 3 and 6 months, really, depending how often you use it. And it shouldn't really dry up that quickly, and it did. It dried up within 4 weeks of opening, and that then leads to, it drags and it starts to flake through the day. So that is something to think about, that the formulation in there, whatever L'Oreal has popped in, has, although it gives you the wonderful curl and lift that you want, the actual formulation doesn't last very long. So that's something to consider. Also, I find if you are one of my oily ladies and you find that you have oily upper lid, it did, even if I had eye primer on and if I'd popped on powder, pretty much midday, about 1 o'clock lunchtime, it would start to, because they're so extended, the lashes, it would actually start to transfer just about here on the brow. So you'd get that black smudge. And if I popped it on the lower lashes, it would start to transfer slightly. You know what I mean? It's one of those, isn't it? It's like lesser of two evils. What kind of, if you're a dry girl, then it ain't gonna bother you at all. So, it's a good mascara, but that's something to be aware of. So I'm now gonna talk to you about the L'Oreal False Lash Effect mascara. Now, I really like this mascara. It keeps its lift all day beautifully, but and it doesn't transfer. It's it's very, very nice. My bugbear with it is you find that what happens is you start to, when you use it initially, I just don't get the head. That's what I'm trying to get to here. I just do not get the head of the mascara wand. I don't see what the purpose is of it, why it's so weird. It's very cheap and plasticky, and I don't see how that gives you any more length and the false lash effect. But I do find that it deposits massive amount of product, which is really irritating because you spend most of your time wiping it off. So I didn't like that at all. Would I purchase this again? No, I wouldn't purchase it again, just because it's not anything to write home about. It's not a mascara that I'd go, yeah, I definitely would buy that again. And the same with the Loreal Paradise one. I like that. Would I purchase it again? No, because of the transfer. So yeah, be aware of that. The next mascara I'm going to talk about is the Max Factor False Lash Effect again. And to be honest, I've only got really good things to say about this mascara. It really does give you a very natural false lash effect. It's not as exaggerated as, I'd say, the L'Oreal Paradise and the L'Oreal False Lash Effect. The weird one. It's not as exaggerated as that. It is more of a natural thickening. So I think that'd be really nice if lashes are not massively your thing and you're not that bothered, then that's a really nice kind of in-between mascara to use. It doesn't transfer. It's beautiful. It's great for oily people. And yeah, I just think it's a really nice all-rounder mascara. It's just not going to give you lashes that you can see from space. You're not going to be lifting off. If Hurricane Eleanor is coming back again, we're not going to be rising up with them. So it's not going to give you anything like that at all. And if that's what you want, that's a very good mascara for you to try. Second to last mascara I'm going to talk about is the Tanya Burr's Selfie Lash Mascara. Alright, so let's talk about the good things about this mascara. It is brilliant mascara if you have lash extensions. I think this would be a very nice, gentle, just to kind of separate them and just give them a slight little bit of lift. It really does capture every single, the brush is very good for that. It does capture every single lash, and it really does give that beautiful kind of fluttery, you know, a really great daytime mascara, I would say. Now, I'm really extra. I don't want a daytime mascara. I want the full nighttime, full lashes for daytime. That's just me. But if you want something a little bit more natural, then this is a beautiful mascara. It is cheap as chips, this mascara, and it really is great. But for it being a selfie lash and to give you those kind of, if you want a thicker lash, it doesn't last, the lift doesn't last at all. By, you know, mid-afternoon, the lift is gone. It's like the formulation weighs the lashes down. And that really is my main bugbear about this mascara, is that although Tanya has picked a fantastic brush and the formulation itself, you know, really, I mean, it doesn't clog at all. If you want a lash that's natural looking, going to capture every individual lash and just give that beautiful kind of fluttery, but yet not exaggerated, you don't look over the top with it, it's a really nice daytime mascara. Okay, so this to me is the best mascara. I'm gonna pop it over while I'm talking to you, over the Selfie Lash one. Now, I sadly have picked up the waterproof one, which does dry out really quickly, but I pretty much find that with any waterproof mascara. Okay, I'll just step in at this point and say, in the initial review, I was using the waterproof formulation, which had dried slightly and was dragging and not very good. Since then, I picked up the non-waterproof formulation, and these are the results I've been getting, which is so much better, a really great mascara. This not only lifts, but it gives massive amount of volume. The brush is actually very, very clever. I really, really like this brush. It is like a roller. Now, when you think of a roller for your hair when you put in, you know, like you see these older ladies who like to, like, you know, put their rollers in and set, and we obviously still do it as young women as well. But you put your rollers in and they are like a Velcro. They're Velcro based to hold in the hair. But because there's lots and lots and lots and lots of fine, like this is, lots and lots and lots and lots of fine little bristles, you call them. This teases the lashes as well. It teases the hair. It creates more volume, and that's basically what it does. So you imagine that's your hair, that's the hair, and then you're putting against it, it's rubbing the cuticle of the hair, which then goes bigger and bigger and bigger, and in effect, really, it does knacker the hair because you're actually rubbing up the cuticle. But, you know, who doesn't want big hair? You know, it's the thing. So that's what it does, and it's the same. That's the same technique that's happening with your lashes. Your lashes are hair at the end of the day. It's made up of fibers and cuticles and all that jazz, and you are aggravating that and creating more volume. You are creating more lift. There you go. That's the science behind it. That's what that does for $7.99. That gives you can get it in a waterproof, but you can get it in a normal. I recommend to get it in a normal, although the waterproof is completely blubber proof. I watched it. Have you seen Collateral? Oh my goodness, I pretty much cried all the way through that film. It didn't budge at all. Yes, I did look messy, but my lashes were just absolutely just still gleaming, which is fantastic. So if you're in the market for a new mascara, give this a go. It's literally going to give you everything it says it will, and for a whole lot less money than you are going to pay for the other ones. So that's my review. So I hope you enjoyed that review, and let me know in your comments below. I'll also you can subscribe here and watch my latest video. I got nothing else to do. I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to click on the next one. I mean, I make it so easy for you just to kind of move on to the next videos. Thanks again for watching.